Hi everyone, this is Tanya the Lady Strange. Welcome to my altar room. Thanks for joining me in my space. This is another weekly collective reading for the week of February 2nd of 2025. A whole new month already. Time's a-going. So this week with reading, again, take what resonates. Again, it's just a general collective reading of the energies, circumstances, or forecast, not predictive, but energies and things to be mindful of that are channeled to me from the entities, deities, spirits I work with, my guides, and of course, my own connective gift and abilities, and the universe itself. So again, take what resonates. What resonates for me may not resonate for you. What resonates for you may not resonate for me. To each their own, as I say. So I hope this finds you all well, despite all the life's challenges and circumstances and adversities. If you're watching this, you're still here. So that's a blessing in itself to be mindful of. So let's see. This week, the Ophidia, the beautiful Ophidia Rosa Tarot is making an appearance. It's called to me. I am using it this month as part of my monthly connection, path working, theme, etc. The divine feminine, to honor thyself, the serpent energy, my power, my truth, my magic, my compassion, and my essence and who I am. This deck is beautiful. It is by Lila and Olive. It's an indie deck. It has a voice of its own, as it doesn't really follow the traditional Rider-Waite system, the Thoth, or anything like that. Marseille, it just has its own system. I read it more intuitively from what the baseline of the cards mean, and also from what I'm guided towards to on that. So that's the beautiful deck I am using this week. It is full of beautiful flowers, foliage, and serpents, certain other things on that, candles, etc. So all that is magic, all that is lustly, I can't talk as usual, no surprise, whatever. So, yes. So that is the deck that wanted to set forth this week and has a message. Lilith also speaks through this deck. I have found in the past, as I'm slowly starting to connect with her and her essence. So some message may come up here, and if applicable. And also on that, it's my garden deck. I don't work with gardens. Let's just say that is a hint to something else. So I'm working with a sister deck from the Lila and Olive collection. This is the lovely, as you can see, it's got another serpent on it. Of course, the moons, look at that, and that gilding. A beautiful floral deck with keyword, the Pythia Botanical. Another indie deck, again, amazing, evocative, and has a voice of its own. Of course, your sister decks, so they communicate well, not just aesthetic, well, they communicate well, but aesthetically they're pleasing, they work together and harmonize. And lastly, I found this finally, after searching for it for 5 to 6 weeks in my disorganization and how the spirits tend to like to move things on me. That's what you get when you work with spirits all your life. Each and every day, they're an integral influence and part of my life, as I'm sure I'm on them. Tanya's a presence of her own. So that I found my Haunted Manor Oracle. It was hiding under my altar where I looked before, multiple times, but whatever the case, it finally showed up. So yes. So that's what's reading this week. So let's get into this. As you know, my videos can be rather lengthy and rambly, so if you stick with me or you appreciate that, as I appreciate others, that is great. I'm eternally grateful. And again, I would appreciate if you like, comment, subscribe if any of my previous videos or content, or also this, may resonate with you, as I do like constructive feedback, as it helps me. Plus, it helps my channel learn to grow. Yeah, I don't edit my videos, maybe someday. But let's see what, without further ado, let's see what the tarot has for us this week, for this collective and whom this applies for. So first I will be pulling a card that represents this collective for this week, and the energies to embody for ourselves, for whom this may resonate and apply for in this collective, representative of the collective and their energies to embody, to resonate with, to be mindful of, that could also come into play on both the positive and negative polarities, as everything in life is, the two different sides of each coin, and circumstance and relationships and those around us that affect us. So what represents the collective this week? Their energies and what for them to be mindful of, and for them to be embodied and embrace in this human experience of magic. And see, 2 came out, and it's telling me to take the bottom of the 2. So the representative of this week is, for this collective, is the Queen of Swords. So that's an appropriate great card for the week as a representation of this collective, the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, as you see, similar to Lady Justice and like the RWS system, for example. Even the Thoth system, my favorite system, of course, is a queen, a strong, embodied feminine that is is very full of logic, determination, and knows herself. So this collective, it's telling me, you best to know thyself this week. That means to know your logic, your truth, your experience, but also to look at your life and your experience this week. Use that discernment that you have so hardly obtained, your knowledge and your gnosis. It is your best tool. And don't be afraid to be in your sovereignty and your authority this week, and to show up for yourself and that which truly matters in your own voice, even if you think it comes across a bit harsh, a bit cold, or may affect others. Again, this week has to be approached, this collective has to approach everything, including myself, with a sense of logic, discernment, will, strength, but gathered authority, pulling from the authority in the logical lens. This collective will, this collective will be, and this is the energy that most of this collective will be embodying, should embody, to have a fruitful, empowered, and effective week for each of our lives that this may affect, and each of our circumstances, and to bring validity into it. And as you can see, there is a lovely serpent in this deck. See, there we go. In this card. I work with serpent energy highly, so of course, hence this deck is one of my favorite ones. I haven't worked with her in a while, so yes. So, be like that serpent, self-assured, work with logic and strategy, this collective will. And I see that's your strengths this week also, and in your life, that you do have that discernment, that you look at things from an analytical lens, which can often be overwhelming and too much. But it has a lot of benefits to it in many ways, trust me. Okay, let's see what the actual cards have to say for this week. So, tell me what this collective needs to be mindful of, aware of energetically, circumstantial this week for experience, gnosis, relationships, and this human life experience that we're all living, and what we're creating and doing the best we can for ourselves and for those that matter and what matters for our lives, despite the whole of everything else. That's all we each can do. Okay, 3 as usual, as I always get. 3 is magical number, as I always say, and the magical systems and in resonance. So the first one is off the top, I'm being told, is going to be, damn lighting in here, my eyes. Okay, it is the Ten of Pentacles. Tens came up in the recent past, in the past couple weeks in January too. So Ten of Pentacles. Great card to start off with. Being asked to pull one from the middle. These cards do have a tendency, because they're also thick, and certain things to still kind of adhere to one another. Yeah. And the second one is going to be the Knight of Cups. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Lighting in this room is bad, and yes, and I don't have the light on, so that's one of the reasons. But Knight of Cups. So far we have an Earth-based Pentacles, a Knight of Cups, a water-based to go with the emotions, a Swords, and off the bottom. Be nice to have another element to make the Four of Wands, but from the bottom. We have another Cups. We have, surprisingly enough, the Three of Cups. Hence the number 3. Number 3 may be important for someone or many of us here in this collective. And the Three of Cups. So we have two of water energy, two different things of water energy, of perception, intuition, and emotional and relationship energy. That's what we have. And the Ten of Pentacles also speaks of relationships and family and community, home, job, and what's worked for. So I am seeing, I'm being told that basically with the Ten of Pentacles is focus on what has been and is coming to, like from the previous weeks, what's already coming into fruition, and grounding it. Using your relationships with your family, if you do have a relationship, or any surviving members. That can also be your family, is your friends, your spouse or partner, co-workers, depending on that. If you're like me, the spirits, deities, and entities that work with you and guide you, your guides, your relationship with yourself. But the material realm that this Pentacles is, it's the fruition of reflecting on your home. What you've already have created. The Tens are an end of a cycle, and things coming into be, kind of like the World card in the Major Arcana. So this is like that. It is telling that you have a strong strength, and you are part of this collective, is also an integral part and structure and foundation of their home and their relationships, but also creating a strong current and future financial abundance, job, and will. Or if you don't have that, on the same opposite side of that, start looking for that. Having that foundation, no matter what it may be, is going to help to build future foundations and strength, despite tower moments. Now with the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups, I believe these two go, in tandem with one another. So basically with the Knight of Cups, Knights are the coming of energy, messages, and approach. Approach things with besides being logic and having that as your main foundation and motivator this week, also marry in the heart, your perception, your intuition, your feelings, your gut feelings. You're going to be getting messages from loved ones, or again, family, friends, spouse, whatever that matters to you. Kind words, reassurance, affirmations from your guides and synchronicities are also coming into play this week, that are also going to give you insight and reflection on your home and your relationships, and what you have built and have been building, and what isn't serving you and has. The Knight of Cups has a lot of feeling to it, but that's also a strong point to this collective. Besides being very logical and discerning and having a lot of wisdom and truth, they also have, this collective does, we have a lot of feeling and energy, and we bring a lot of feeling and energy and presence to others, even if we don't realize that. So use that, recognize that ability you have in yourself and those that bring that to you this week, and look for messages from those that you love in those kind words, reassurance, and things to keep you afloat and keep that stability built in and that momentum. And the Three of Cups is also about relationships, the power of three, which is better than one. A lot of us are hermits like myself, but the few and cherished people I have in my life, no matter whether it is the few family members that I do have, the great friends I have, my wonderful, amazing husband and partner, and of course, my just other friends, and like I said, the spirits and energetic relationships I have. Don't be an island, it's saying. Don't be your own island. I have a tendency very badly to be an island myself, meaning isolate myself. I prefer to be by myself, not like that. I really heavily rely on my relationships. They enlighten me and empower me, and I'm reverent of them. But I have a tendency to be severely hermit and stubborn and individualistic and wanting to do things myself. I've always been that way. I think it's part of the Capricorn nature and being the oldest child, etc. In certain circumstances, I've seen and experienced. But this Three of Cups is saying, don't be an island. You do have people that care about you. You do have resources that you can pull from, that you also give to. This is kind of like the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving in a healthy, celebrated week, energies this week. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your wins. Celebrate what you have grounded in with that Ten of Pentacles and what has always been your foundation, whether it be music, reading, journaling, creating, building stuff, magic, the occult, friendships, gardening, whatever. Spring will come soon, hopefully, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere. So it is exactly saying the Three of Cups is the unity. As you can see in here, everything affects one another. So look at that and look at your support system and be that support system you are for others. You may not realize that you are in this collective. Many of us may not realize how much we affect one another, even one other person, and help them to give them strength and inspiration, as many people do also, that even the ones I do not know in person give me inspiration. Those YouTube creators and other creators and stuff, kind words. And that support can get you through the darkest times when you do not see the light within the situation in the dark, or the torch of Hecate, or the light guiding of Lucifer, for example, being the light bearer and bringer when you don't see that. But also to remember that there is always a light at the end of the tunnel, and also your own unity is in there, and that you are the light at the end of the tunnel. So this is getting rather long, so thanks for bearing with me so far. So let's see, to accompany the Three of Cups in relative relationship, grounding, and things in the material of achievement, family, and foundations, and messages, and the coming of emotions and perceptions, but looking at things with a marriage of discernment, logic, and truth, and also wielding your authority and sovereignty. Let's see what this has just jumped out as. My guides like to let us know. So the flower or the botanical in this is merriment. Nope. Wow. Yeah. Yep. Time to go home. Oh, I am home. So it is merriment is the word of advice or clarity for this message. It is merriment, which is by eyebright. Eyebright's a great herb, has hence merriment and happy, happy energy. Yes, wow. I cannot talk, no surprise, it is what it is. So, yeah, so this brings into that Three of Cups and the Knight of Cups energy, merriment, celebration. Looking at all those things that you have to celebrate and all those things that have brought you to being your authority and sovereignty and what you have expressed and worked so hard for. And finally, let's pull from the Haunted Manor Oracle. One jumped out already. My guides are speaking a lot today. The universe is. So, lineage. So, it is break free from expectations. And let's pull one more from the top. It's saying, and hearth. See? Cards and things, synchronicities. Signs everywhere. Signs blocking in my mind. I'm thinking of the Tesla version of that song. I cannot sing. Oh well. That is what it is. Things come to me. I'm very highly musically influenced. Music is magic. So this is the hearth, as I was about to say. It says, value your worth. How appropriate. And as Alanis says, Alanis Morissette, that is, one of her songs, how appropriate is one of the lines. But, yeah, so basically, so with this, before I'm starting to, like, I guess, not channel anymore, I guess. Been doing a lot of that lately. Maybe it's just time to take a break. But lineage is break free from expectations. I'm saying you've already have been doing that by, this collective has, by embodying the Queen of Swords energy and continuing to do so. You're breaking free of expectations of others and of yourself and society. You know what? I have this issue constantly and ongoing, to be honest. I have a huge issue that I constantly am working for, many levels of breaking free of my expectations and the expectations that have been imposed upon me that I never wanted, and what people think I am, and what people think is logically right or wrong. Well, yeah, go fuck them. Whatever. So, break free of the expectations. Do not stay in that Eight of Swords type of energy any longer. I've already seen this collective's already doing great with moving through and forward that and making leaps and bounds. Continue to do so. Continue to know thyself, know thy power, know thy worth, as I also am saying. And the hearth, which is the home, like the Ten of Pentacles we've been talking about in the relationships, is, and value your worth. So value what you bring to the table. Remember that when you are, that you need to take up space. You are worth it. You have a lot to offer, a lot to give, a lot to share. You have knowledge, you have intellect, gnosis, wisdom, and most of all, you have truth and integrity, and you stand up and you show love and compassion. Compassion for what truly matters. Not many people as a whole have that, but this collective does. So I believe that we're going to have a very great empowered week this week, being grounded in the material, in our homes, our families, and relationships, with finances being a bit more stable this week, but a lot of messages of kindness, love, and support, and that which we bring to the table of the love, kindness, and support, and valuing relationships. Don't be an island. Reach out to others. Celebrate. Have merriment. And, of course, always break free of those expectations, those especially that are not yours. And, of course, remember to always value your worth. Others may not value your worth, but you can value your own. So, with that being said, again, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching my rambles. And that, hey, it is what it is for Tanya. I am the Lady Strange, however. And with that, stay strange and blessed be.